The bumbling Biden administration is quaking in their boots as we got 7 massive bombshells coming out of the Mar-a-Lago raid. We're going to go through each and every one of them, and we're going to see precisely why this whole thing stinks to high heaven. You're not going to want to miss this. Greetings, everyone. It's me, Dr. Steve, your Patriot Professor, here to help you to think better so you can feel better in these crazy and turbulent times. So if you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. And gang, also make sure to click on that link below and give some love to the sponsor of this video, and that is the amazing company called Replace Your University. Our dear friend Michael Lush is showing patriots by the thousands how you can build your own personal parallel economy so you can do more of what you love, like fighting for freedom without worrying about your financial future. He's even going to show you, if you can believe it, how to pay off your mortgage in 5 to 7 years. I'm totally serious. He's absolutely amazing. Check them out. Click on that link below and book a free consultation call with Michael. He's one of us, and he's here to serve you. All right, gang, let's dive right in here. Wow, the FBI raid of Mar-a-Lago continues to be the gift that just keeps on giving. Each and every day, we're finding out more and more just how desperate the Justice Department, the FBI, the Democrat deep state really were in all of this. We're finding that it didn't go at all the way they planned. And now, with the appointment of special master by this latest judge, 7 new bombshells are being dropped as we speak. We reported just the other day on how the Trump team got a huge win with a federal judge ruling in their favor that a special master will indeed be appointed to review the documents seized by FBI agents at Mar-a-Lago. And the cherry on the top in all of this is that judge has also ordered a halt to the FBI's investigation of Trump to the extent that they're using those very seized documents. Now, as a result of this ruling, Marco Cleveland over at The Federalist has documented 7 major bombshells that came out of that ruling dealing directly with the Mar-a-Lago raid. The judge who ruled that a special master be appointed, she's U.S. District Judge Eileen Cannon. She wrote up a 24-page ruling, and in it, there's just some serious gold in terms of how the FBI's raid and the DOJ's fabricated narrative justifying the raid, how they're all just falling apart. So, bombshell number 1. Joe Biden was directly involved in ordering this raid. Now, as I'm sure you know, Biden has been consistently denying he had anything to do with it, right? Now, I had no advanced knowledge whatsoever. None whatsoever. No. Well, according to this judge's official ruling, that's a bold-faced lie. The Federalist reports that the judge summarized the context of the raid thusly. Throughout 2021, Trump and the National Archives and Records Administration engaged in conversations concerning records from Trump's time in office. Those discussions resulted in Trump, in January 2022, transferring 15 boxes from Mar-a-Lago to the National Archives. The National Archives subsequently informed the Department of Justice that some items in the boxes contain markings of classified national security information. And again, I should stop there and just simply point out, so what? If this were Hillary Clinton, yeah, that would be huge. If this were Nancy Pelosi, yeah, huge. But this is the president of the United States, the one person on the planet who gets to declassify whatever he wishes. Unelected and unaccountable deep state operatives do not have ultimate classification authority in our nation. The duly elected commander-in-chief does. And that should be the end of the story, but I digress. According to the judge's ruling, she cited a letter sent by the National Archives to Trump's lawyers making it clear, quote, that the National Archives will provide the FBI access to the records in question as requested by the incumbent president. As a Federalist article points out, this language makes it clear that Biden was directly involved in this process, asking the National Archives to give the documents over to the FBI. Bombshell number 2, the timeline of the Trump targeting is now suspect. After the National Archives received Trump's files in May, they sent the letter to Trump's lawyers informing them that they would be turning those files over to the FBI on May 12th. However, according to the judge's timeline, on May 11th, the DOJ obtained a grand jury subpoena for all documents in Trump's possession. This would have been the day before the DOJ could have reviewed the documents sent over by the National Archives. In other words, it didn't matter what was in the files that Trump sent over, since obviously the DOJ had not yet seen them. The DOJ seemed hell-bent on getting a search warrant to send the FBI into Mar-a-Lago regardless, which raises the question, was it Biden that gave them the order to do that? Bombshell number 3, we now have judicial confirmation that Trump's executive privilege cannot be so quickly sidestepped. The Biden administration has been doing their darndest to strip Trump of any executive privilege, which gives him the right to sequester any documents or information he deems necessary from either Biden or from Congress, you name it. This judge has just affirmed that Trump does indeed have that right as a former commander-in-chief. Bombshell number 4. We now know that members of the investigative team saw confidential attorney-client documents. The judge's ruling made it clear that confidential attorney-client material was indeed seized and examined by government authorities. According to the judge, those instances alone call into question the adequacy and procedural legitimacy of this entire raid. There was no effort at expelling or walling off the members of the investigative team after it was revealed that they examined privileged attorney-client information and the like. Bombshell number 5. It's now been confirmed that DOJ seized a lot of Trump's personal material. Of the thousands of documents seized from Mar-a-Lago, several hundred involve personal tax returns, medical records, and of course, accounting information. Moreover, apparently, articles of clothing were seized along with Trump's passports. Apparently, those items have now been returned. But of course, all of that begs the question, why were they taken in the first place? All of this suggests nothing more than a fishing expedition. This wasn't a raid to get back classified documents supposedly belonging to the National Archives. This was a fishing expedition looking for a crime. Bombshell number 6. The FBI actually suggested that Trump committed a crime by returning a torn-up document to the National Archives. That's right. Apparently, a special agent wrote back in February a brief that accused Trump of illegally tearing up certain files, which required an investigation of Trump. And what's so fascinating here is that the redacted affidavit doesn't mention that letter or the torn up files. Apparently, the unredacted version of the affidavit cited merely the improper storage of classified information, but nothing about torn up files being a crime, which implies that even the DOJ was embarrassed by that portion of the affidavit. And finally, bombshell number 7, leaks look bad too. This judge appointing the special master made it clear that the integrity of this entire process has been tainted by the totally unprofessional and frankly partisan nature of the DOJ and the FBI, particularly in terms of the amount of leaks that are coming out each and every day intentionally designed to hurt President Trump. Altogether, it is clear that this whole thing stinks. It stinks in every possible way, and it's beyond disgusting that our lamestream media is playing right along with this stench. But it may all be too little too late. This raid looks like it's unraveling, and I don't know if anyone can hope to put it back together. As always, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button, and you will definitely want to check out my latest video on CNN staff reportedly freaking out as their new CEO is purging the woke. Who's going to be left? You're going to definitely want to check this out. So make sure to click on that link, and I'll see you over there. God bless.